Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm sure you guessed by the title, but this is going to be a Spyro 3 Let's Play. I know it's kind of a sudden jump to do like one episode of a Spyro 1 Let's Play, and then just not do anything for a while, and then jump straight to Spyro 3, but my recording setup for like the Spyro series has now changed. I was recording it via my PSP, which I think I might have mentioned the recording setup before when I was doing that episode, but it was just atrocious. Like there's there's really no good way to describe how rigged a setup that was. It was just bad. So now with the help of friends, I've gotten my emulator to work properly, so I'm actually playing this on my computer now, and so yeah, this should be a lot easier to record and set up and like put out videos for it, so that's what I'm going to do. But since I am doing that now and having to like switch over to using my computer rather than my PSP, that means that if I wanted to continue Spyro 1, I would need to re-record all of the footage, or not re-record, but I would have to replay through the game, Spyro 1, on there to get back to the point where I was, which wasn't very far. I can't speak apparently. But I figure if I'm going to do a Let's Play on a Spyro game, I might as well actually do one on one of my favorite Spyro games first. Not to say that I don't like Spyro 1, but if I'm going to do a Let's Play like this, I might as well do like 2 or 3 first, and then go back and do 1, because 1, I don't know, I think I've said before, like I usually can't pick between any of the games, because I tend to like all of them, yeah, pretty fair amount, but 3 typically, and even 2 to an extent, has usually held a place in my heart kind of above Spyro 1, just for a lot of reasons, so for me, it's just going to be more fun to do this Let's Play, and I'll be more committed to it if I do it, and it's, you know, on Spyro 2 or 3 rather than 1. But that said, we're getting ready to do this, and here we are. First cutscene of the game. And I will say something here, unrelated to this Let's Play, but just Spyro stuff that has to do with my channel and my fan game. This portal right here, this overgrown one, just remember that in the future. God damn it, Hunter.
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness.
I would still love to know, like, where
Excellent.
her, like, castle area is, I guess. Because it's very clearly in the same place.
Stop anyone
like, throughout the entire game, if I remember correctly. Like, unlike in Spyro 2, where, like, you know, Ripto moves from homeworld to homeworld, like, in this, she's in the same one particular, like, castle. I'm assuming it's a castle. But it's never shown. I wonder where it's located. I don't know if there's any hints or anything that would point to it being in a certain particular area or world. But
the
yeah,
holes came out on the other side of the Dragon Worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry
it'd
back.
be interesting to know.
Other side of the world?
The Forgotten Worlds. Spyro, you'll have to go.
I like this
Nobody
music that's
else
used
can
right here,
pick down
by the way.
holes.
Yeah, come
And
on, let's go.
Don't know what it is. I think I only remember hearing it in a Spyro game, as far as like Spyro 3 is concerned. Like, and during this intro cutscene, like I don't know what the music is that gets played in the background
and
here.
bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it.
It's nice and somber and peaceful, and I really enjoy it. I should actually look that up after this. I really am curious to know what that is. If it's even a track in the game that's like on the soundtrack. Because I swear I've never heard it, and I've listened through the Spyro soundtracks, and I've never heard it. So I'm like mildly confused as to what that actually is from. So I swear it's only used in Spyro 3 and right during that little beginning section. Now this is an interesting little thing. The setup I'm using for this Let's Play is the same, well, essentially the same, like, button combinations that I'm going to be using, or will be used for my fan game. Like the, oh god, these words are escaping me at the moment. Like the layout, the buttons, and what everything's for. Like, I don't use the typical.
So, you're the one in
And I'm
charge of rescuing
probably
the
gonna
eggs,
talk
huh?
over a lot of dialogue in this, by the way,
How
because I
sad.
assume most of
Look
you have
here,
seen this
Dragon.
game, and if you
know what's
haven't,
good
I
for you, you'll turn
apologize.
around and crawl back up that
But
hole you came through.
I usually, if
Those
I
eggs belong
don't
to us.
keep talking, I'll lose track, and I won't be able to come back to the topic I was at. So sorry in advance. It's just how I gotta roll. But so yeah, the keyboard and mouse setup, and yes, you heard right, mouse. I do use the mouse for this because I don't know. It just seems intuitive to split the button controls up between keyboard and mouse. I know most people, whenever I've asked for like, you know, a good control setup, and oh my god, is this on like active camera? Because I swear it's getting real funky on me. Like, general camera, no, it needs to be on active. That's the issue. I don't know if a lot of people actually play with the active camera, but I think I always do. Because the passive one is just like, I just can't even tell what the fuck's happening. It's too slow. It does not follow me well enough. Or maybe I'm on crack, because now this feels worse. I don't know, maybe it's just my emulator, and it's just acting weird, and I'm just not used to this. I don't know. Anyways, here I am getting distracted yet again. Okay, so the controls for this, like I said, I do it a bit differently than what I've seen recommended for controller setup. Like, if you don't actually have a controller and you're just using a mouse and keyboard like me, like, I actually purposefully use a mouse, because what I've seen for control setups has been something like, what is it, like WASD obviously to like move around or whatever, but then I've seen people use like the arrow keys for like, you know, triangle, square, X, circle, and I'm like, that is some crazy shit. Like, that's not efficient to me at all to use like the arrow keys as like a button setup. Like, I know it mimics, like, technically if you think about it, like it mimics a controller in the sense of like a visual layout, like it's laid out in like, you know, the cross pattern, but for just a game setup where you're typing on it rather than holding controller and pressing the buttons, it just feels really, really awkward, and I don't get why people use that setup. So that said, I actually went out of my way to get a program that can map the mouse inputs into the emulator to be used as button inputs, because for whatever reason, the emulator is kind of a bitch and doesn't like mouse inputs for some reason. Like, just doesn't even want to fuck with that for some reason. I have no idea why. Just blatantly refuses to use mouse inputs without the help of like an external program. So it's weird, but it is what it is. My god, okay, I think I do need to switch back to passive cam. I swear it's just passive cam felt super, super weird on my end for a second there. Maybe I'm just on crack. I don't know. Sparks, what the fuck? That jump up. Okay, man? Get that shit. Alright, so yeah, it just feels super weird. So I went on my way, and it's mapped to not only the keyboard, but the mouse as well. Why are you not getting this egg? Come on. I use like WASD for movement, like normal, but then I've got shift is charge. So that shift is essentially square. It just feels the most organic thing for me because, you know, typically speaking, when you play a PC game, just really any game on a computer, and there's like, you know, a toggle or like a hold button to like run for almost any game really, it's shift. Like, shift is almost always used as like the run button, essentially. At least from my experience. Maybe it's just the games I played, but I feel like that's oftentimes the case. So that's my square button, since it handles that function. And I keep spacebars jump because, again, that's another self-explanatory thing with like setup. So that's my X button, spacebar. And then where this differs mainly is my use of the mouse buttons, which I use the, oh, there's jumps over there. I've got right click for like triangle essentially, because when you go to aim, like hold right click and it just feels like right, I guess. Like a lot of games I play that are shooters, you use right click to aim. Like you hold it down to aim, so it just feels natural. But of course, because a lot of other functions are tied to triangle, that means that right click is also like head bash and like hovering, which again
Spyro,
works fine for me. And it's also again the setup that is default for my fan game. And Hunter, I swear to God, I don't give a shit. Piss off. Oh, yeah. So one thing about this game, I've seen somebody mention before, it kind of does, it's one of those weird little things, like even in Spyro 2 with like the orbs and shit, like, well, everybody's just holding on to these like valuable collectibles, like including your friends, and they're like holding them hostage until you like do challenges and shit for them. Like, dude, you do realize I'm like on a mission that you're supposedly helping me with to collect all these things, and you're just like holding on to them for a rainy fucking day. Like, give them up. Like, what the fuck? Like, even the professor and shit, like, holding on to orbs, and the hunter holding on to orbs and shit, like, you do know I need those, right? You're supposed to be helping me. It's kind of a dick move, I'm just saying. But, yeah. Oh, that's already all of them? Cool. See, I should need to get the egg up at the top of this, and I think that's it, for the most part. I think that's the only thing in this. What the fuck? Spyro, go up. I think that should be everything I need in this level. And then I'm actually not sure how I want to do this Let's Play, because again, I've really not done a Let's Play. Like, I'll barely call the Spyro 1 Let's Play that I did a Let's Play, because I did one episode of it, and that was it. And I've made it very clear that's not going to continue, at least not at this point. So, yeah, I'm not sure how I want to split this up, but I don't feel that the way I was doing that was very efficient, I guess. I feel like Let's Play episodes are shorter, generally, than what I was going for there. And damn it, I need really to switch this camera back. But yeah, so this will probably be a lot shorter of a thing than the last time around. I think that was like either a 30 or 40 minute episode. I don't think I'm going to do that with this. I'm probably going to break this up and just, just section it out, or not section it out, but like just break it up and like spread it out over like a period of time, rather than do like a giant chunk of the episodes or giant chunk of the levels in like a single episode. I don't know. It just feels like I'll blow through the games like really, really quick that way, and yeah. So I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do one episode here. Or one realm in this episode, besides the homeworld, and then we're going to call it a day. But we will see. Although, one thing I am going to do first... What the fuck? How... I swear, I was going to try and dig around and actually make that up there, try to do the swimming in air glitch in this, but I, for the life of me, can't do that in this level. I've never been able to figure it out. I was going to try and get past Moneybags, but fuck it, I'm just going to pay him. Can't be bothered.
Spyro.
Yes, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, let her out. Let the cutscene play. Yeah, so I think I'll do Sheila's realm first, and then the next episode will come back, and I will do, shit, what is it called? Sunnyvilla.
This favor I'm doing.
Yeah, we'll do Sunnyvilla the next episode, and probably,
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
Oh, I can't even think of the name of it now. That's really sad. I was just thinking of it a second ago. Cloud Spires. Damn it. Cloud Spires. We'll do that one in the next episode along with Sunnyvilla. I don't want to jump into Sunnyvilla before I have Sheila unlocked, because it's a really big pet peeve of mine when I'm playing games to leave an area and not have everything collected in that area. And so in Spyro 3, that's quite actually a common thing. You have to. So if I can avoid it wherever possible, I will. And so in the future, there will be some levels where I'm outright just going to not even, like, do anything in them except for get to the end so I can unlock like, the boss to get to the next homeworld to unlock, like, you know, playable characters that I need to come back and actually beat the full level with. Like, I don't want to dick around and get like 99% of everything, only to have to come back and like unlock another character and then actually be able to 100% it. I don't know if that makes sense. I think I'm just rambling again, but that's what I did in the first episode then, wasn't it?
You can get up
Yep,
really.
thank you. I know. Sheila is fun to play as-ish for me. I'm kind of... I don't know what you guys think about Sheila. I think a lot of people like her, at least as far as I've been able to ever gauge when it comes to the series, or at least, you know, Spyro 3, because it's the only one she's in. But, I don't know. I'm not really 100% sure on that, so I wonder, what is everyone's thoughts on Sheila, more specifically playing as her, because I don't have any problem like with her as a character, and her in the story, and her role. It's more so, I don't know, her playing is just kind of, I don't know, it's just a little iffy for me. Like, I feel like there's... I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out, like, based on how I remember Spyro playing, and literally just playing him a second ago. I think it's just, I more so don't like her attack more than anything. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with her movement all that much, to be honest. I think she moves practically identical to Spyro, in reality. It's just, her attack is just, it's so awkward and clumsy. That's the main issue, I think, with Sheila. She's just very sluggish to attack with, and you have to be precise. It's not like, you know, where you can charge through and it's a continuous forward attack that pretty much covers your back the entire way there. Like this, you gotta like practically be up on the enemy and hope they don't smack you in the face with something, or run you down like one of these stupid mooses. Alright, fuck. Other than that, yeah, like I said, I don't have any issue with Sheila as a character. I like her as a character. I think she's funny. Just, my god, I hate her fucking attacks. Or her attack, I guess. She really only has the one. Head bash is not really... I don't really consider the head bashing moves in Spyro to be all that much of an attack, because I quite frankly have never used it on an enemy, ever. Like, I've never sat around and been like, you know what would do good right now with this enemy is to, like, head bash him. It doesn't matter whether it's Sheila or Spyro, like, I just... not about that life. It seems really tedious and just kind of annoying to set up because of the nature of it. You can't move around and aim it. Like, once you're in it, you're doing it, and you have to just wait for yourself to hit the ground. You can't turn, rotate, do nothing. So, I don't know, it's just kind of... It's just a weak attack. I don't know. So the only reason I would ever use it is to, like, destroy stuff. Like the, target, like, gem crates. I don't know what the hell those things are called. I guess just the head bash. Would they be called crates? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know what the head bash, boxes or metal cases are technically called. Like, there's vases, baskets, obviously, but then you got, like, the fucking head bash ones. I don't know what people actually refer to those as. Which, another thing I keep meaning to do, oh, fuck off. I keep meaning to, actually model one of those at some point soon, and test it and implement it in the game, because it'll be fun to have some of those around, finally. Oh, fuck off. Oh, I thought he was gonna seriously just keep chasing my ass down, like, damn. Did not think he was gonna chase me that far. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder about head bashing for my game. It's been a thought on my mind to alter it in some way, but I don't know to what extent I would want to do that, if it would be like some sort of like unlockable-ish kind of thing, but then it's like, if I do that, is it A, gonna piss anybody off for me, you know, changing the move or adding some kind of like add-on to it to make it better? Like, I don't know. And it's not only that, is it gonna be weird to only have like one upgrade, because I don't really want to upgrade Spyro a bunch like he did in 2 and 3. Like, that's not the main focus of my game, as much upgrades and stuff. Like, I don't know, I want to focus more on the story and, like, the extra stuff that I was doing with the other characters and, like, the level themes and designs. More so than, like, just extra moves, because I can. And I feel like his moveset's already really complicated.
If you ever forget how to control a character or vehicle...
Yeah, go away. I've thought about... Like I said, I thought about changing it somehow, and by change would most likely be, like, I guess, an additional, like... I guess an optional or, like, an upgrade sort of thing where you can just, like, move your character while doing it. The problem I've had with that, and the reason I haven't really committed to that idea, is that doing that opens up a lot of doors for reaching areas that you otherwise should not have ever been able to reach. Like, you would have to think in terms of design, like, not only about, like, gliding and hovering, like, what can you get to, but also what can you now get to with this improved head bash feature. Like, it's that kind of a thing. But, so, yeah, anyways, I think that about does it for now. I think I'm going to cut this episode off here, and then we'll come back, like I said, and we're going to do Sunny Villa, and then Cloud Spires. I swear it's Cloud Spires. I'm going to go check, because otherwise it's going to bug me if I don't remember, and if it's wrong. Yeah, okay, Cloud Spires. So yeah, we'll do that episode, or we'll do that level in episode 2. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and load us in there as I do this outro thing, which I realized suddenly I don't have an outro, so yeah, I will talk to you guys all in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed watching and my awful long-winded rambling. Yeah, and next episode we will pick up right where we left off, right here. So, thanks. Bye.